sellers, it's Suzanne A. Wells, and welcome back to another sales update video. The sales in this video are from July of 2021, and I'm not going to be tacky and put the BOLO item that I'm going to tell you about at the end of the video. I'm putting it at the beginning. So if that's the only reason you clicked on this video was to see what the BOLO is, you're covered. You don't have to skip through all the other parts to figure it out. So let me first say that I am putting this on multiple platforms. So it's going to be on my podcast. It's going to be everywhere. So if you've already heard this, I apologize for the repetition, but this is something that a lot of people can probably find and make money on because it's a discontinued item. So let me give you the backstory real quick. I was visiting with my friend in Greenville, South Carolina, and she pulled out this item that she was using to clean a baseball cap. And she says, you know what? I can't find these anymore. The Clorox bleach pen. And I'm like, really? I use those all the time. I use them for getting stains out of the white part of a clothing item that might be a pattern, but only the white part has the stain on it. So you can't bleach the whole thing. I use these in my shower to clean the grout because it's so fast and easy. So I've been using these for years, and I even sold them on eBay UK and Amazon because people love this product. So I was like, wow, that's really weird that you can't find it. Let me look around when I get back to Atlanta and see if I can find any, and I'll send them to you. So I go in the grocery store, and on the shelf, it says, we're sorry, this item is currently unavailable. So that can mean a lot of different things. It can mean it's just not in that store, that particular location of that store. It could mean that store like Publix or Kroger or Harris Teeter or wherever you shop isn't going to carry it anymore. But as fate would have it, a manager walked by at that moment, and I was like, hey, do you know anything about these Clorox bleach pens? I can't find them anywhere, and you know, what's the deal? So he looks at the shelf and scans it with his device that, you know, looks like a mobile phone, and it comes up discontinued. And he's like, yeah, I don't even know why this sign is there. We're not carrying this anymore. So I was like, well, does that mean the manufacturer has discontinued it? Or does that mean just Publix is not carrying it? And he's like, well, the only information I get is what Publix is doing. So I looked around at a few more stores. I looked online, and this has been discontinued because this is what the store manager told me. The cleaning companies, you know, Lysol, Clorox, all those companies are only focusing on like their top 5 sellers since COVID hit, because manufacturing is down. Supplies are harder to get and more expensive. Labor is not the same as it was. So production is down because of a lot of different reasons. So they're discontinuing items that aren't on their top seller list. So discontinued can mean a lot of different things. I actually have a course in the premium library that explains all the nuances of discontinued items. But in my experience, you can make a lot of money on these things if you find them, because I did the research and looked on Terapeak going back 365 days, and you can see how much these are selling for, anywhere between $12 and $24 for one. And if you go on Amazon, you can see it's $24 for a 2-pack. And when you go to Walmart.com, they're either shown as out of stock or priced very high. So that's an indication that the world is catching on to the fact that these are discontinued, but people still want them. So why am I telling you this? Well, you might have some in your house. If you buy things at Costco that come in 4-packs, you might have some of these laying around, and you can open that pack and sell them individually if you want to, or just sell the whole pack. If you live in a more rural area, check stores like IGA or small pharmacies that might have a little bitty laundry section, or your home improvement stores, Ace Hardware. I'm pretty sure the big box stores, Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, they're not going to have any. I mean, they've probably already been cleaned out because of the number of customers they have. But if you are out in the wild, as I call it, or maybe even at garage sales or estate sales, this is something to look for because they're only like $2 retail. And retailers aren't going to jack up the price on these. They don't do their business model that way. They're just going to sell it for whatever the retail price is. So you could walk into some, rural grocery store or mom and pop hardware store, and they might have a whole bunch of them sitting right there because they've been there for a long time. So that's the way these discontinued products work. You're not going to find them at the obvious places. You're going to find them at like hiding in plain sight at little drugstores, mom and pop type general stores, or maybe even in your own house. So these don't have an expiration date because they're a cleaning product. So that can be a factor when you are selling, health and beauty products, cosmetics, food. Those expire, and you cannot sell those types of items if they're expired. You can't sell them on eBay. That's a violation. But this one doesn't. So luckily, my one that I have is like 3/4 full, so I'm good for a while. But the selling point of this product is the applicator. It's not what's inside of it. You can get bleach anywhere. It has two different ends on it. One is like this scrubby brush, so you can use that for scrubbing your grout or clothing or whatever. And then it has this really small tip. So it has both ends that are different. It's in this nice, convenient, small package. And that is the selling point, is the applicator. It's not the bleach. But people love this product, and they are paying anywhere from $12 to $24 for one. So this is your opportunity to look around for these. Look in your house. Do you have any in your laundry room? And the other thing is, this is used for clothing and household stuff. Lots of different uses. So my prediction is that while it does show discontinued at this point in time, that whenever the world gets back to normal, this product will come back because people love it. It has a huge following, and it's going to be back at some point. 2 years, 5 years, I have no idea, but it's so popular. Clorox would be fools not to bring it back because people love it, and they're paying so much for it now. So the bottom line with discontinued items is timing. This is hot right now. It may not be in 6 months. It may not be in a year. Who knows when production will catch up, but I predict it's going to come back. And like I said, I sold these on eBay UK years ago, like 2007 to 2009. I sold them on Amazon because they weren't available everywhere. It is a popular product. So depending on when you see this video, this may or may not still be true, but I get really excited when I find these types of items that I can tell everybody about, because you might have some in your house. You might see them at a garage sale. You might see them at a little mom and pop store. Be on the lookout for the Clorox bleach pen. It may be a 1-pack. It may be a 2-pack. It comes in a 4-pack, I think, from Costco. So check that out. And I don't want to curb my enthusiasm about this, because if you can find these for $2 and sell them for $24, and you find a whole bunch of them, that's a lot of money you can make. And it's not hurting me to tell you this, because I've already looked everywhere around me and I'm not finding them. So hopefully you will. Okay, so that's the white hot tip. Get it? White, like bleach. And now we're going to get into the sales update video. Okay, I'm going to start off with this set of 3 martial arts boards. Basically, they fit together like tongue and groove, and they're really hard plastic, and so you practice your martial arts, the breaking of the boards, with this training tool. Never seen these before, but they looked interesting and they were heavy and well made. I paid $6.35 for this set of 3, and they sold for full asking price of $49.97. Profit was $37.40. Next up is some dry L. I found this at the grocery store on clearance for $2.50 a box, and this customer bought 2 of them, so my total cost was $5. Sold for $39.97 full asking price, and my profit on this was $25.18. So be sure and check out the clearance section of your grocery store, because sometimes things are on clearance because there's no shelf space or the product isn't moving well in that particular store. Doesn't mean nobody wants it. And you can find stuff like this that is easy to ship, doesn't expire, is a non-food item that people want. And they may be having a hard time finding it in their area, which is why they go online to buy it. Okay, next is this Chi flat iron. It's a hair styling tool. It is ceramic and was this fun purple and white scroll design. I paid $5.35 for this, sold it for full asking price of $39.97. Profit was $30.26. Here is a PrAna Dress. This was just a fun, strappy, cute little dress. I paid $7.42 for this, sold it for $34.35. Profit was $23.18. And then I've got another PrAna Dress, same style. I paid $7.42, took an offer of $25. Profit was $15.10, and both of those sold within a week. And you might be wondering, why do I have 2 views of these dresses as my gallery photo? And it's because I personally feel that is a great selling point when the back looks different than the front, especially on clothing, and it's in the gallery photo, so the buyer doesn't even have to click on your listing to see a different view. It's right there in the gallery photo, and so you can get the view of your item in that gallery photo rather than hoping they'll click on your listing. And if you want to learn how to do that, I have a course in the Premium Library, Advanced Photography Tips. It's 1.5 hours of tutorials, and this is one of the tutorials, is how to do this collage for multiple views of your item in the gallery photo. Okay, moving on to this vintage Karl Lagerfeld denim jacket. I paid $7.42 for this, took an offer of $30. Profit was $17.88. I do not pick up every denim jacket I see, but this one was interesting. It has kind of a ruffly collar and cuffs, and it's vintage Lagerfeld, which you don't see that very often, at least I don't. So as my business evolves, I'm trying to focus on more unusual items because it's easier to sell when you have few or no competitors. You can get a higher price and you can sell more items because the competition isn't there. Okay, this is a J. Jill 100% linen top. I picked this up because it's a well-known brand. It's 100% linen, and it was size 2X.
I paid $6.35 for this. Took an offer of $34.50. Profit was $23.43. This is a Vince 100% cashmere sweater. I paid $6.35 for this. Sold for full asking price of $49.97. Profit was $37.02. Here's another cashmere sweater, and keep in mind we are in July, so eBay knows no seasons. Anything can sell any time of year. This is a Tweeds 100% cashmere sweater. I paid $6.35. It sold for $34.97, full asking price. Profit was $22.51. So I'm going to sound like a broken record for those of you who know what records are. If you have it, list it. It could sell in an hour. Get those items listed. This is a vintage Brighton belt. I paid $3.18 for this. It sold for, I think this was full asking, $34.97. Profit was $27.96. And this was kind of unusual. I called it a chain belt. I don't think technically it is a chain belt, but that's the best word I could come up with because you can see the links are the metal alternating with the leather, and it was just a cool design that I had never seen before. This is a pair of Trafalgar suspenders with leather braces, meaning the parts that button on to the pants. I paid $1.60 for these. They sold for full asking of $32.97. Profit is $25.65. I don't do many handbags. I actually found this one in the wallets, and it was really small and vintage fossil. So I did pay $5.30 for this. It was in outstanding condition. It sold for $50. Profit was $38.92. And I have to include a couple of bras because these are just so easy to sell. Don't take up much room, so lightweight, and come in unlimited combination of colors, sizes, styles, brands, and they just sell well for me. This is a Victoria's Secret bra. I paid $4.24 for this. It sold for full asking of $32.97. Profit was $25.18. And this is a Wacoal Bra, another great brand. I paid $4.24. It sold for $32. Profit was $24.77. The lesson here is, yes, pre-owned bras can sell for over $30. And some of you out there can get these way cheaper than I'm getting them if you go to the Goodwill bins or, not the regular Goodwill store, because they do charge $4 for bras. So you make your money when you buy, not when you sell. So I know there are cheaper prices out there. Some stores have them for $1. So that is not a bad flip when you can buy something for $1 and sell it for $30 or higher. Okay, I sold a few swimsuits. This is Miraclesuit. I paid $6.35. It sold for $29.97. Profit was $20.47, and this sold within hours of listing. So I don't know if someone had an alert set up or if it was just great timing that the customer found it right after I listed it. This is Maxine of Hollywood. I paid $6.35 for this. Sold for full asking of $32.97. Profit was $23.09. Another category I am having success with is plush. This is a Blankets and Beyond Lovey. This was just so adorable. I paid $2.12 for this, sold for $28. Profit was $23.43. And this was small. It was like 15 inch by 15 inch, so not a huge blanket, really easy to ship. This is a Kohl's Cares sheep. And Kohl's Cares does plush that corresponds with a certain book. So they'll have these plush in their stores for $5, but they're only there for a limited time while they're promoting that particular book. So you can't get them all the time. They're not there at every Kohl's forever. So I paid $1.06 for this. It sold for full asking of $19.97. Profit was $17.03.
And now for my biggest sale of the month, which you've probably already heard about if you listen to my podcast or saw me post it on the supersized sales thread. But this was very exciting, so I have to share. My biggest selling item was
the Vineyard Vines brand Dunkin' Donuts tie. I paid $3.18 for this. It sold for $149.97. Profit was $124.20. If you didn't hear the story on this, when I found this tie, I was like, yes, this is huge. I knew it would sell for a lot of money. And when I did the research, there was not another one like it online anywhere. Vineyard Vines is a great brand to sell. Their ties are expensive. And then Dunkin' Donuts with the corporate logo all over it. So I priced it high at $149.97. It took a couple of months to sell, but went for full price, and it went to Massachusetts, the city right outside of the home of Dunkin' Donuts. So that was a fun sale. Okay, the numbers. I sold 54 items this month. Not a huge number, but works for me. The cost of my inventory was $370, meaning the items that sold. That was the total they cost me when I originally purchased them. My profit was $1,169.83. And profit per item, which is what I'm striving to improve, was $21.66. And look what's happening. This is my profit per item all through the year of 2021, and July was my best month so far when looking at profit per item of $21.66. So we will see how that goes. I'm going to continue to track that, but my business model is shifting to selling more expensive items so that I don't have to sell as many. Yes, I love shopping, I love treasure hunting, but there's other things in life I want to do besides just sit at my computer and list things all day. So that's how my business model is shaping up.
look for the Clorox bleach pens. Would love to hear if you found any. Did you have them in your house? Did you find them out in the wild? Let me know. I appreciate you watching and coming on this journey with me. As a matter of fact, I was looking back at my YouTube playlist, and I started doing these sales update videos in January of 2018. And I really like doing them every month because it just gives me a chance to connect with my audience, who is mostly the smaller at-home seller that just wants to make some extra money. You guys know I'm not out to have like thousands and thousands of items. And I realize there's way more of us, the smaller at-home seller, than there are of these gigantic sellers that have warehouses and employees. And you don't have to be that. Just do what works for you. $500 a month, $1,000 a month, whatever it is that you can do, it all adds up over time. Thanks again for watching. I love you guys. And if you have any comments, post them below. I will see you in the next video. Have a profitable and productive day on eBay. See you soon. Bye.